My name is Mike. I'm located in New York City in New York, and I've done one deal with Ashcroft, the value add fund. I was looking to be able to invest in something that was alternative to the S&P. I was looking for an investment opportunity that was a little bit different, essentially because I was just concerned about the market being a little bit bloated. And this gave me an opportunity to make an investment in a particular sector that still felt like I was getting diversification. And being able to invest in real estate without having to manage and buy your own real estate was enticing to me from a market perspective. I didn't have any particular objections, but I do think when you're investing in a private company, communication is really important because there's a nervousness that can be associated with an investment that isn't public. You're not on the ground with the business. So I think if I had any hesitation, this is my first investment into a private fund. And so I was nervous that I was going to be in the dark. And I feel like, whether you want to take advantage of them or not, there's a lot of opportunities to get information on the investments, updates on how the assets are performing. It feels very transparent and accessible. I have a great feeling towards the firm so far. I'm a relatively new investor, and this is my first investment in a project like this. But it's been very positive to date. So I've been with the fund for a little bit less than a year. But I love the fact that we're getting distributions already, and I love the communication strategy of the firm. I feel like they've been very supportive. I would say the responsiveness. When you have a question, there's a member of the team that gets back to you really quickly, and they don't make you feel like you're sort of one out of 1,000 people that they're hearing from. They try and address your issue, and they try and help you get answers to your questions quickly, make you feel like a valued customer, essentially. First of all, responsiveness. I think when you're investing in a private firm, you want to feel like it's accessible, and essentially the folks that are managing your money are accessible and are going to get back to you when you have questions or want information. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, being able to get distributions, on an investment on an ongoing basis, while still, maintaining, essentially capital protection, as well as upside opportunity, in the end, I think is another big, aspect for me anyway. And then I think just being easy to work with, I feel like, it's hard to know. There's a lot of folks that are in private investment that have a lot of money, and it feels, I want to be working with people from sort of all aspects, of that range. You want to be able to invest smaller amounts if possible, but if you like a project, to be able to to come in bigger. What I like about the value add fund is that there's multiple properties in the fund, so you're getting a little bit of diversification. And in the real estate market, I think that translates to a little bit more comfort because any one particular project could have challenges. I haven't been with the fund for that long, so I don't have sort of big picture financial results to report. But I do like the fact we're getting sort of what feel like reasonable distributions on an ongoing basis, which is important for me in my investments. As a general matter, it's something that I look to achieve. And it's too early to tell, what the results are going to be. But having spoken to Frank and the team, I feel comfortable, with the transparency of the project. It seems to be going reasonably well. It's a buy and hold investment. So, obviously the jury is still out on the final results, but I feel good so far. I've had a good experience so far. So obviously, look, I hope you guys edit this reasonably, but from my experience with the fund so far, it's only been positive, and everyone has been kind to me and treated me well, and I've gotten sort of what I expected from what I hoped for from the fund so far, and so I wanted to give that back. I also know Frank for a long time from before I worked together on the fund, and he's someone that I trust. As a person. And so I want to be able to help the Ashcroft community. It's helped me so far, and I feel good about the investment so far. I certainly would consider it. I think I take, it's hard to tell the future. So I certainly plan to consider it. Obviously, we keep seeing how things go. And certainly we'll be looking to, looking at new projects and, I'll make those decisions as they come. But I'm looking, excited to continue to work with Ashcroft for sure.